My name is Lottie Power and I'm playing Sandy in Grease. I've been doing musical theatre since I was literally like 3 years old because my sister did it and she taught me basically. She was like, harmonise with me when I was a tiny tot, and then I just sort of like followed her path and I went to a performing arts school and then eventually moved down to London to study musical theatre, and yeah, I've just been auditioning away, performing ever since. So it's kind of just been my entire life basically. My biggest role so far in a musical is probably Lana Turner in Sinatra Musical. So I played like an old Hollywood glamorous actress and it was just so fun. The costumes and the music was so beautiful, and I got to cover the lead lady in that as well, which was amazing. But this is my first leading lady role, which is really exciting. If I could swap my life with any character from a musical, I think it might be, it's a bit basic, but Glinda, because she's just glamorous and lovely and funny and just kind of all the nice things in the world. She looks like she's pretty fun to be. I think what fascinates me most about my job is just like the reaction you get from other people. There's something so special about like making something with a group of people and then sharing it for people to watch and to love and to come together, and it's just such a beautiful experience to be a part of and also just to watch in the audience. The casting process for getting the role of Sandy was super chill and lovely, which is just such a treat. I feel like I went in, I shared what I'd done with the team and they shared stuff back with me. It was really collaborative, which is exactly what you like everyone would want, and I got to have a little boogie at the same time, which is always fun. I think what attracted me to the role of Sandy is just the icon status of it. Like, everyone knows Grease, everyone loves Grease, everyone does Hopelessly Devoted to You at karaoke. It's just such a banger and it withstands the test of time. It's a classic and deservedly so. I think what fascinates me most about Sandy is she's got a lot of strength that like isn't always shown. I think it was quite clear from the team that they wanted to show that she can stand up for herself and she's not like a wet wipe, and sort of discovering that side of her through the material is so exciting to me. So yeah. I think the biggest challenge of playing Sandy is just because everyone knows it and loves it. So, I mean, you've got Olivia Newton-John to live up to. That's pretty high standards. I think that's kind of it, but also at the same time, the character is so lovable. I'm hoping everyone just revels in my version as well as Olivia's and they can live together. I think a parallel between us is just sort of a kind, warm nature. Like, she likes to take care of everyone and be kind to everyone, and that's something I really value in my life. I'm trying to make everyone as happy as possible all the time. I think my way of handling stage fright has changed drastically because I'm quite like a jittery person in my core. So I used to just panic and let that happen. But now I sort of learned that that emotion is the same as excitement, just channeled in a different way. So I just like trick my mind to be like, no, I'm really excited right now. That's what this energy is. And honestly, the power of just like pretending and lying to yourself is so strong and it really gets you through. I think the way you sort of balance singing, dancing and acting all together is just doing it. I think acting is the foundation for all of them. Once you've got a really solid ground there, everything should just meld together. But honestly, practice over anything, like singing on the treadmill, which is really embarrassing, but it does help. You just have to do it all together and not favour one thing because they're all equally as important. Being part of this production means so much to me. I'm so excited because it's one of those shows that's just so fun to its core. I can just tell that everyone who's part of it, even though I haven't met them yet, is going to be so like up for it and willing to play, because it is just a fun piece at its core. And I think there's something really beautiful about that everyone can just have a really nice time while making something incredible together. I think the industry has already sort of changed with social media, because you have, I mean, self-tapes are a massive part of everything now, and like you'll have castings on TikTok now. That's the thing, which is crazy. And also a really beautiful thing, because it makes it so much more accessible to people, which is so important, because not everyone has the same opportunities to get into rooms for auditions. So I think, well, I hope that that becomes a bigger thing, because it just, like TikTok castings, which I never thought would be a thing, gave so many people an opportunity to get in the door for something that they might never have had the opportunity to before. I think one massive thing in my profession that I'd love to do is anything Sondheim. I've just been obsessed with his work and like really dissecting it since I was quite young, and it would be really special to me to get to tell one of his stories.